Yo, what is going on, everybody? It's your boy OpTic Scumpy here today, bringing you a little bit of a blog slash talk through type video. It is announcement day. Finally, it has arrived. I know that a lot of people have been patiently waiting for this day. And I want to say thank you to everyone that was patient. I had a lot of people blowing me up every single day, every single tweet, every single stream, telling me to announce. And I'm just gonna, it's not the player's opportunity to announce a team decision, especially not something as big as this, because this just goes beyond even a team decision. But it's finally out. So the stress is over, the worry is over, and now we can go back to regular living. Well, for me, and I'm sure some of the other players and staff at OpTic, but I always say it's nice that a lot of people are interested. You know, I'd rather have people interested than not interested. So it is a good problem. So I just want to say thank you very much for everyone's patience throughout this period. But yeah, let's talk a little bit about the old team. I'm gonna miss my old team so much. I mean, Dylan. I played Dylan last night actually in a tournament. He ended up beating us, and I texted him after and just said, "You suck." I'm gonna miss that kid. He definitely had a great work ethic, a lot of dedication to the game. It was just an all-around great teammate. I really did enjoy our team last year, even though we had kind of a turbulent season. I would say for a lot of people would probably say that we definitely had a lot of chemistry. There were so many things last year that literally came down to like milliseconds or one tiny mistake that somebody made. And sometimes you just can't practice that stuff, and sometimes it just happens in the heat of the moment. And I feel like that team, at least our team last year specifically, probably had more of those moments than I can't even remember a time that I've been on a team that has just become not this that was so unfortunate, like over and over and over again. Like sometimes you'll have blunders like here and there, and it'll cost you a tournament or cost you a series, but like it felt like every other major, like something just crazy was happening. And then you go Matt, my duo, absolute legend. He's retired, obviously. Definitely left a huge mark on the game. Love that guy. Wish he would play more Vanguard with me, but he doesn't, unfortunately. But yeah, I mean, I loved our old team. We had a great time. I think we had a great run. And it's not always about the result, ladies and gentlemen. Sometimes it is just about the process. See what I did there? That was crazy, huh? But yeah, we had a great time. I'm obviously disappointed in our placements last year, but you know, I wouldn't trade that time with anyone else. It was a great time. We had a good time. We made the best of it. And yeah, I'm gonna miss those guys, and I wish Dylan nothing but the best here in the next year. Now he's on 100 days, which is a bit of a rivalry at this point, a lot of people would say, because Nate shot over there. But I wish him and his team nothing but the best. Because they, you know, that's my guy right there. And also Matt, nothing but the best for him in the content world. But tell Matt to start playing Vanguard with me. My feelings in the off season were a little bit weird. Off season's weird because I've never had an off season where I haven't thought about not competing. So the off season's like a bit of a strange, like purgatory-esque like time for me, especially. I mean, I love playing Warzone. I love playing Warzone. It was definitely a great filler, but I don't know, whenever you're just missing that like competitive itch that needs to be scratched, it kind of feels like empty. It kind of feels like my time is void. Obviously I'm streaming and interacting with the community and stuff like that, playing Warzone, going for like good gameplays and stuff, but I don't know, it's just a weird time for me. I mean, I have fun with it, but also it's like the grass is greener situation. It's like I want to be in the season, and then whenever I'm in the season, I want to be in the off season to relax a little bit, and vice versa. So it's kind of like whenever you're on each side, you're looking over at the other side. Like I wish that, you know what I'm saying? But I still had a lot of fun. I think we had a great time during the off season. I didn't really take a vacation besides going to a festival, which was fun. But yeah, the off season is always really weird for me. I don't know. I really don't know how to feel about the off season at this point. I kind of don't like it anymore. I used to like it because it was a bit of a break. Now I just get anxious when I'm not doing something or trying to progress towards something, like a better goal. So it's definitely weird, the off season for me now, but we made the most of it. We had a good time. We had a lot of good streams, a lot of good content, a lot of good laughs. So I guess the off season was a success. Next, let's talk about the behind the scenes with how the move came about. So the move was really weird for me, especially because I was obviously kind of blindsided by it. So after champs, Hector pulled me aside and was like, "Listen, here's what's happening. I mean, it's happening regardless. There's really nothing that you could say or do. Like this is in the works." Me and Hector have also been talking about different things. Even during the season, you know, there were things that were developing. And this was one of them. It was one of the developing things that was on the table for us. And he kind of just pulled me aside and was like, "Listen, this is happening. It sucks, I know, but this is happening." So I was like, "Shit." So at that point, I was like, "We have to tell the guys." And we told the guys a couple days later. I believe Ant Ender and Ray actually told Prim the day before we told Dylan and Matt. So that kind of sucked because they already kind of knew. Like when we called everyone to the studio, I drove over there. Bruce was there, Matt was there, Dylan was there, Hector was there, and we just sat down and we were like, "Listen, like this is what's happening. We're acquiring, you know, Shotzi and Ender from Dallas, and that's just how it's going, you know, and that's just what it's gonna be." And it was a hard conversation because at that time we had no, like we didn't have any plans on switching our roster at all. I mean, it was just a really, really weird, hard conversation. I mean, I walked in and saw Dylan, and I was like, "Bro, this is gonna suck." And he like looked at me and was like, "I know." Like he already knew whenever I walked in there. So I don't know. It was a shitty situation. But I hope everyone's happier in the end. I feel bad for Matt because Matt, I don't know if Matt wanted to keep competing, and this is really not for me to speak on, but I don't know if he wanted to keep playing or not. And you know, he kind of wanted to play with that team. You know, like we were all such good friends, such good boys. Like we all had each other's backs, and then it was like, well, shit. Like I don't want to play with anyone else. I don't know. That's more of him to talk about. That's just where I think it's coming from. And then we got Shotzi and Ender on the team now. Absolute animals. This is on the MW engine. So who better to have on the team than Shotzi and Illy, the champs on the MW engine. So I'm really excited for the year. I'm ready to get back to work. Again, I've been itching to get back into it. I think Shotzi and Ender are really good players. I think the biggest thing that those two bring to our team is just work ethic. I think that both of them are very, very, like, you know, nose to the grindstone, playing wagers, finding out new spots, finding out the best way to play the game, how to break the movement mechanics. Like, they just know what's going on, and they know how to win, and they've obviously showed that. So I think that's going to bring a new culture to the team, which I'm really excited about. And then we're bringing in Ray as well with Troy now to help on the coaching side, because Troy really did have a lot on his plate last year. So I think that that's going to help us a lot too, just to have a different mind looking at things and breaking things down for us. And it'll kind of take the pressure off of Troy a little bit, and just have two minds to go back and forth on things and help us out will be very beneficial. But yeah, I'm super excited to have those two guys on board. I've played with Ender a lot back in the day in S&D childs and stuff. I've really never played with Shotzi, but I've always thought that he was an absolute animal, so I'm super excited to have him on the team. And yeah, I'm just really excited for the season and what we can do. Then obviously we're staying with Bruce. Bruce is that guy. I mean, Bruce is one of the most naturally talented players that I've ever seen in Call of Duty. And again, I think that having Ant and Ender on our team now is only going to benefit me and Bruce, because again, it's just going to help us with, you know, let's get on, let's play wagers, let's do this, let's do some extracurricular, and extra like push type things after practice is over. Which I would play pubs and stuff, but playing wagers and stuff like that can definitely like give you an edge and just help you learn new things and learn new spots and just learn how to, you know, play the game better, honestly. But I'm really excited to have Bruce on board still. He's an absolute beast. And yeah, I'm just excited to have Brandon. The team has been playing great so far, though. You know, we've been having some fun in the tournaments. I think we're like a day behind some of the teams in the search tournaments because Ant and Ender had to do something one day, and we had to end up playing like tournaments and wagers separately. So we're like a day behind most teams in terms of practice right now. But I think we've been playing really well still. We took FaZe game 5 round 11 in the GB tournament last night. We also got to the finals of the UMG and ended up losing to Thieves, but that was a really close series. We lost to 6-5 that we probably should have won. We were up 5-3, like little things like that. But we've been playing well so far. I mean, we have good comms. We try to understand like what each other's doing on the map, and we always have things figured out before the round starts. I think we look pretty good in Search. I'm more excited to see our team play in Respawn than Search, though. I think our team's going to be gross in Respawn. But Search looks good so far. Again, it's so early in the game. Things are going to change so much. But so far, we're looking pretty good. And then, yeah, goals for the season. I mean, the main goal is to win champs, but, you know, just getting wins or a win is obviously the goal. Just winning anything in general would be nice. I think that we definitely have the capability to do it. It's just going to come down to, yeah, I mean, just executing on the day and making sure we're well prepared going into those certain days. And I'm really excited to take on the task and get back to it. I couldn't be more excited. This is probably the most excited I've been going into season in a while. So I'm pretty hyped, and I'm ready to get to it with the new squad. So yeah, that's my thoughts. Again, shouts out to Dylan and Matt. I mean, I love those guys to death, and I think we had a great year. I'm really excited for this new squad. I think we're gonna do big things. I mean, we say that every year because if you're not trying to do big things, why are you in the league? But I think we're gonna do big things, and I'm really hyped. So I hope you guys enjoyed this little rundown. Again, nothing but love for my old teammates. I know a lot of people always think there's bad blood with team changes, and sometimes there is, but in this case, I really just don't think there is like any really. I mean, we've all been so close, and we still all keep in touch, which I know a lot of people like to stir up the pot for some drama and some storylines. But yeah, we are ready to go. So thank you guys very much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, make sure to drop a like. We'll see you guys in more Vanguard videos soon. And as always, this is your OpTic Scump. Thanks.